Good afternoon, doctor. This is Wong Rou, metric number 2622750. Today, I'm going to share about product complicity. What is product complicity? Product complicity, also known as three product levels by Kotler, which is core customer value, actual product, associated services, or augmented product. Three things I have learned about the selected topic. Firstly, core customer value. Core customer value defined as basic problem-solving benefits that consumers are seeking. For instance, core customer value of a mobile phone is allow consumers to make calls while they are away from home or work. It's worth noting that core product is rarely advertised. This is due to the lack of a competitive advantage provided by core products. Actual product. Actual product defined as physical attributes of a product. Physical attributes including brand name, features or design, quality level, and packaging. Such as Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 appears to be more trendy. It possesses fingerprint support for enhanced phone security. Excellent cameras with several functions, and it also has a large battery capacities. These are the physical attributes that attract customers to buy Xiaomi Redmi Note 8. Associated services or augmented product. Associated services or augmented product defined as non-physical attributes of the product. Augment also means to add or to make greater. There are some associated services or augmented product include product warranties, financing, product support, and after-sales service. For instance, Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 phones, it has 1 year limited warranty, 6-month limited warranty for accessories like power bank, warranty service through walk-in. Two questions I still have doubt about the selected topic. First question, what is the importance of product complicity? The importance of product complicities is to understand the three levels of products, and it could aid to create the actual product as well as develop the marketing mix. Second questions, do some elements of a product may be more or less important to some consumers depending on the types of product? Yes, it may be more or less important. When I purchase a new car, the actual and augmented parts of that product will probably be an important consideration in my buyer decision-making process. However, when I went to purchase petrol for my car, the actual and augmented parts of that product may not matter to me much, as long as I receive the core product. That's the difference between new car and petrol. One new thing I've learned from the reflection of my group members. Based on the selected topic that we have chosen, we could explore the product planning strategies from various aspects thoroughly. My friend did share about type of products, brand elements and value of branding, brand equity, brand strategies, packaging and labeling. Through their sharings, I did know about what is product and what are the elements, what are the values, what are the equity, what are the strategy, as well as the packaging and labeling of those products. Through their sharing, we could apply the knowledge and the skills in our daily life as well as our future careers. Thanks for lending your ears. Have a nice day.
Good day everyone, my name is Tiew Jing Na and my metric number is 261396. Today I will present about 3 things that I have learned in type of product. They are included in topic 6, product planning strategy. As we know, type of product are very important for marketers in designing and selling. since it influences how they will promote, price, and distribute their products. Basically, product and service are divided into two categories based on who buys them, which refer to consumers and businesses. But then I will mainly focus on consumer product, which are defined as product and service used by people for their personal use. Furthermore, consumer product can be classified into four categories, which are specialty products, shopping product, convenient product, and unsold products. Firstly, specialty products are not purchased on a regular basis and are only available through a few exclusive distribution outlets. Besides, customers demonstrate such a strong preference for specialty products that they will expend considerable effort and time to find the best suppliers. For example, specialty products include luxury goods, high-end cars, designer apparel, premium watches, sporting equipment, which typically in high cost. Moreover, shopping products refer to product and service which consumers will spend a significant of time comparison among alternatives that exist in the market before finally deciding to buy it. For example, shopping product includes furniture, apparels, fragrances, appliances, and travel. There are two specific categories of shopping products, which are homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous products are those products that have very strong similarities and final buying decisions mostly through selecting the lower price. While the heterogeneous products are those products that have the strong presence of personal brands, name, and features, where the buying decisions is made through selecting the best brand or image that suits preference. In addition, convenient products refer to products or services that are most frequently bought and consumer purchase with very little thought. It implies that they are not willing to expend any efforts in evaluating before purchasing. This product also appeals to a large target market and consumers will routinely buy it. For example, convenient product includes a lot of white bread produced by Gardenia, common beverage, and soap. Furthermore, two questions that I still have doubt about this topic include: is it a need to input specific categories of shopping product into syllabus? Since I found there are two specific categories of shopping product that are homogeneous and heterogeneous from the internet. Besides, how to make profit based on each type of products, since there are different characteristics. One new thing that I have learned from the reflection of my group members is more understandable on the components of a product and the advantage of branding. I have a good side toward the complexity of products, which include core customer value, actual products, associated services. Core customer value defined as the basic problem-solving benefit that consumers are seeking. Actual products defined as physical attribute of a product, while associated services defined as non-physical attributes of the products. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm only my number is 263403. Today I'm going to share my reflection on branding, an interesting subtopic in topic 6. Hereby, I will present on what I understand and learn from the word branding, what makes a brand and value of brandings to customers and firms. What are able to know about? Firstly, let us discover on what is a brand. Brand is an intangible asset that plays a similar roles with copyrights and trademarks, as it known as a company image and prestige towards public. Besides, brand also act as a company fate selectors, which make companies live or die in a sudden. A good company brand will sustain company life longer, while spoiled company brand will cause company ended up as business life in a second. Therefore, branding is a long-term marketing strategy. Next is about what makes a brand. From this topic, I'm able to understand on how each branding components build up a company brand and their importance in making a branding decisions. Thus, I'm able to discover that there is a need or a must for each component to be included in building a strong brand. Looking at the first components, brand name. Brand name is usually the most important feature as it might become people's first impressions before knowing a product. According to my understanding, a good and strong brand name allows people to speak up easily, such Coca-Cola for soft drinks, Nike for sport attires, and Mondelez for snack and biscuits. Additionally, for company URL is a GPS for company webpage on internet. A good URL allows a quick search by customers. Moreover, it's about logo and symbol. As before, I think that logo equals to symbol, but now I'm able to differentiate them. Where brand is word with logo, and symbol is brand that without words. Thus, here are some examples for logo and symbol. Intel and Dell's brand are type of logo, and Apple is type of symbol. For brand characters, it represents a company personalities and emphasize customers' impressions towards company. For me, the most impressions brand characters are Uncle KFC and McDonald Clowns. Next, proceed to slogan, a short phrase to raise up customer buying intentions. Below are some example of company slogan. Now it's about jingle and sounds. It's such an audio form logo which creates a memorable identities. Let's listen to a short jingle from Pizza Hut Company. 62353535 Pizza Hut delivery. After discovering all the branding components, we need to know about how the brands value for customer and firms. Branding is a good effort to facilitate purchase, which help firms to differentiate them with their competitors. Next is also help companies to establish loyalties from customers. Thus, companies' customers can become widened as a formation of existing customer and new customer. Lastly, it also acts as a protect from competitions and price competitions, which enable companies set the price according to their bottom line. However, there are some questions here. How to make a successful brand? There are totally 6 components in building up a brand. What is the fundamental component that need to have in building a successful brand? Do we need to include all the components or just pick up with that are suitable? Next, if I am a young entrepreneur, what is the first step that I should do in building a brand for my startup business? What is the first component that I need to consider in? Is it a brand name? And is the first impressions? All these questions need an appropriate answers. It needs time to explore. In short, brand component is not only a need but also a must in building a successful brand. This is because it helps companies to increase brand value and market shares. Before ending, I wish to share some opinions on other members' reflection videos. Product has its own values. Once a company able to exploit its value to customer by branding it, it's a good start to increase its brand equity in product market. How large the brand equity depends on how efficient the branding strategies apply, and also how creative the company has in product packaging effort. That's all from my sharings. Thank you.
Very good morning to the lecturers and all my fellow friends. Hi, my name is Gan Tek Hua, and today I'm going to present about the reflections on topic 6, brand equity. Now, let's begin the reflection with the 3 things that I have learned throughout this topic. The first thing that I have learned is that brand can affect market value. It's important to note that owning a well-known brand have a direct impact on your company or firm's net income, right? So the value of a company is its overall monetary worth, right? Based on various of assets, in the company itself. So when a brand loses its value or reputation, it would affect or actually threaten your company asset and thus affecting your market value. Now, the second thing that I learned in this topic is that the value of a brand can be translated into a brand equity. So equity means something like asset of your firms or company. In these cases, it means that the value of a brand. So brand equity can be translated as that a set of assets and liability that was linked to a brand that which can increase or decrease the value provided by your company product and services. Next, the next thing that I learned is the four main components that determine brand equity. The first component is the brand awareness. So in the market, when your brand are more familiar to the customer, then the chances of purchase is higher because they are aware of your brand. So it also affects that when your brand awareness are too dominant, predominant, then your brand will synonymous with the product itself become as the generic name where customer will perceive your brand as the product itself. The next component is the perceived value. Perceived value refers to the differences in benefit and cost of your brand product. So how customer perceive your brand value will affect the final purchasing decision. For example, let's compare between a cheaper product with the same quality with a premium product. Customer will actually prefer the cheaper product because it is much more beneficial in total. Next, the third component of brand equity is brand association. Brand association refers to the effort of a brand owners to advertise and promote their product, to associate their product with a good image. For example, like friendliness, family relationship, and environmental care. The last component of the brand equity is the brand loyalty. Brand loyalty refers to the loyalty from customer toward your product in the market, which means that if your customer are loyal, they will constantly purchase your product in the market, regardless of what the situation presented. So the benefit of having a high brand loyalty is that the company and firm can save a lot of costs from the need to attract customers to purchase their product and services in the market. Now let's move on to talk about the two questions that I have throughout this topic. The first question I have is that if a strong brand awareness can cause a brand to synonymous with the product itself, does a bad reputation from other brands of the same product will cause harm? The second question that I have is that if firms conduct a brand associating effort through associating their product with a good image, such as healthy food, but actually fail to provide such healthiness as stated, so does this count as a fraud and need to be fined by law? Next, let's move on to talk about the last sections of this presentation, which is a new thing that I learned from my others group mates from their sharing within this topic 6. So to summarize out everything that I learned, first, consumers seeking product based on actual product and augmented value to solve their problem. Different type of product will require different attitude of purchasing from customer. For example, shopping product require customer to compare alternative. Next, branding is very important for our product sales and demand in the market. So an effective branding strategy is very, very important for a brand to successfully establish their name in the market. Lastly is that attracting packaging value and quality can enhance a product sales effectively. With that, I would like to conclude my reflections. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Jing Yi, matric number 262527. In this video, I'll be sharing about the things I've learned from my chosen topic, the questions I still have doubts of, and the thing I have learned from the reflection of my group members. The topic I have chosen is topic 6, specifically branding strategies. Among the 3 things I've learned is that there are 2 kinds of brand naming, family and individual brands. The firm uses individual brand names to separate different quality product lines within the same class of products. All these individual brands fall under a single brand, in other words, a family brand or umbrella brand. When all products are sold under one family brand, the individual brands benefit from the overall brand awareness associated with the family name, and the family brand does not need to spend heavily on advertising. For example, Redmi, Poco, and Black Shark are successful smartphone brands that are under its parent brand Xiaomi. Even though these brands fall under one umbrella brand, it still keeps its individual identities. For example, Black Shark focuses on gaming, while Redmi offers quality budget smartphones. The second thing I learned is that brand extension refers to the expansion to new areas or increase in breadth of the firm's product line. For example, Xiaomi has expanded its product offerings from smartphones to smart home appliances, such as air purifiers and vacuums. Meanwhile, line extension refers to the increase in depth of the product line. For example, the Poco brand offers budget gaming/everyday use smartphones, and from Poco's latest F3 series, its most recent release from this line is the Poco F3 GT. The new device features a better chipset and camera quality. And the final thing I had learned is that co-branding is a strategic marketing partnership between 2 or more brands where the success of one brand brings success to its partner brand too. It can be an effective way to build business, boost awareness, and break into new markets. One co-branding campaign example is the Yeezy. Kanye West, best known for his Grammy-winning rap albums, partnered with Adidas to develop a high-end footwear line called Yeezy. The combination of Kanye's personal brand and Adidas' growing streetwear segment has made for robust company earnings and brand growth since it was introduced. Despite thorough understanding and study, there are questions that I still have doubts of regarding this topic I have discussed. I understand that individual brands can benefit from being under a well-established family brand. However, different company goals and values may raise some issues between the family brand and individual brand, or between the other individual brands as well. My question is, how does a company introduce a new brand under its umbrella without causing rift and conflict of interest, and decide whether their individual brands can synergize well or complement each other in the long term? This also relates to the long-term relationship of co-branding as well. If 2 brands started out with a smooth and profitable partnership, how do they ascertain their continual partnership and innovation of their products, as each company will continue to evolve and grow with their own visions? From my group members' reflection, I have learned that brand is the first impression people know about a product or service, which can be reflected in its effectiveness of facilitating in purchase, establishing customer loyalty, and protection from competition. Next, products do not only exist as a basic problem-solving benefit that consumers are seeking, but it stands out on its physical attributes such as design and quality, as well as the non-physical attributes such as product warranties and other post-purchase services. Moreover, I learned that products can be defined quite broadly. The different types of consumer products all have different characteristics and involve a different consumer purchasing behavior, ranging from products purchased most frequently to products that are little known or rarely heard of by consumers. Besides that, it is important to position and decide on a company's branding strategy, as it can directly impact their value. Brand awareness, perceived value, brand associations, and brand loyalty are determinants in a brand's equity. Finally, I learned that there are 3 types of product packaging, and each of them play a vital role in attracting and repositioning the product. Further labeling is essential in providing important information as well as awareness of the ingredients in products to customers. That is all from me. Thank you.
Good day to Doctor and all my fellow friends. My name is Seng May, metro number 261315 from PC Board of Marketing Group E. Today I will present about subtopic of topic 6, packaging and labeling strategy. Through this subtopic, it learns about how the packaging and the labeling strategy function to the firms and the customer. Before that, I don't have any idea about is there any difference with the packaging in the market. Now by learning this, I know that packaging divided into primarily, secondary, and sustainable packaging. Primary packaging is the packaging at the outside layer of the product. This packaging will use on the single unit of the product and aims to protect the product from any damage. However, secondary packaging always used when the product are in cartons. In this packaging, we can clearly see the brand name printed on the boxes. This packaging enables them to put as the branding display in the store and also bring the convenience for the logistics department when they want to arrange the stock. The last is the sustainable packaging. This is a packaging that are using the recycled material to do it, and this packaging can reduce the cost of the films and also bring out the environmental awareness to the public at the same time. As we say about the packaging strategy, there are four main key roles of that strategy. The first is to attract the attention of the customer through the attractive graphic on the product. Besides that, an effective packaging also will bring the convenience to the customer when choosing a product. When the customer want to view the ingredient of the product, clear information that printed there will help them to choose the right product. In other conditions, when the firm want to reposition the product, changing the packaging also will change the customer perception of the product to a new level. And the last key roles are the firms can reduce the cost if they are changing the type of packaging to others. The last thing I learned from this subtopic is about the labeling. Labeling is a tool to provide the information of product to the customer. The firm need to ensure that the information listed are accurate and detailed. This is important because the unclear product information might harm the benefit of the customer and also will bring the bad reputation to the firms. Details on the product labeling, such as the brand name and price, will also work as a promoting tool to encourage the customer to purchase them. In this subtopic, I still have some questions about it. The first is, will different type of packaging will affect the purchasing intention of the customer? As I see in the market, most of them are using the primary packaging. So is it the secondary and sustainable packaging useful to promote the product? My second question is, in what situation the firm need to change the labeling of a product? I think that when the product is produced, the labeling should already exist in the product. So why we still need to changing the labeling on the product? Through the reflection from my group members, I learned a lot of new information about these topics. The first is how the three product level, core customer value, actual product and associated service, study the demand of the customer to the product. Besides that, I also learned about the difference between the specialty and the unsold product in the market. From niche presentation, I know that which element included when doing a branding and also the benefit of the branding to the firms and the customer. For brand equity, I can understand how components in brand equity help to engage the customer with the product. Lastly, in brand strategy part, now I'm more familiar about the difference of family and the individual brand name and their benefit to the customer and the firms. That's all my presentation. Thank you.